Hey, you may have clicked on this video because you're looking at a tennis racket called Bronze Ace in a thrift store. Go ahead and buy it. I'll show you why this racket's pretty great on this episode of Retro Rackets Rediscovered. Welcome to Retro Rackets Rediscovered, the YouTube series where we find old tennis rackets from thrift stores, rediscover the history of them, and test them out on the tennis court. So far, when reviewing the ProKennex Ace series, we've looked at the Black Ace and the Silver Ace. Today we're going to be looking at the next one in line in terms of graphite to fiberglass composition. The Bronze Ace. The Bronze Ace comes in at 60% graphite and 40% fiberglass, and it has around a 90 square inch head size. Looking at the design of this frame, it's similar to the Black Ace, where we have the bridge meeting the handle at this nice bevel here with the ProKennex logo on it. But it differs as you have this nylon throat bridge here that the Black Ace does not have. Now usually in the modern day rackets, if the racket has a nylon or plastic throat bridge, you'd consider it cheap. But this is the early 80s, so you had all the racket manufacturers experimenting to see what looks good with these. You'd have some other high-end manufacturers putting nylon throat bridges here. This one at least looks nice. It's got the ProKennex logo all embossed into it, so I kind of like the look of that. And beyond this, we also have the strings. It's been restrung with this black string. I'm not certain the material, but it does feel good. Now, one thing I do like on these 80s rackets are the nice leather grips. You really don't get these grips with modern rackets. They have some sort of synthetic grip. ProKennex, Wilson, all the other manufacturers put great leather grips on them. And you'll see this through all the early 80s rackets until around the 1990s when you started seeing synthetic grips become more prevalent. So this racket, having a higher percentage of fiberglass, has a lot more flexibility than the Silver Ace. You also get a bit more feel while you're hitting with it and hitting the ball. It does retain its power. When I hit with this, the ball does go flying, and sometimes I hit it too far. But otherwise, this is pretty good in terms of power. When we get to the Copper Ace, that one is more flexible and it feels a lot less powerful than this. So now let's go try it out on the tennis court. So now that you've seen the Bronze Ace, we're going to move on to talking about the last of the 4 aces in the next video. So be sure to subscribe to Retro Rackets Rediscovered, and we'll see you in the next video.